This video is brought to you by G Fuel. Use promo code KING to get 10% off your next order. Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video we're going to be featuring battles with someone using an XL Smoochum. Smoochum has Powder Snow, Ice Punch, and Side Shock. It has a super high attack stat. For the Great League, you do want to put it at level 50, best buddy, and this is the same trainer that I believe I featured a few seasons ago that hit Legend with XL Sandshrew, so they certainly like those really XL tiny baby Pokemon. So let's go ahead and get started with the battles, and we'll see. Very talented trainer. They oftentimes like to use Spice, so this is certainly one of these times. So Cash into Hypno is like pretty okay. They're both dealing neutral damage to each other. Gonna throw at the CMP tie with the Shadow Ball, which I think is a nice play, because ideally you don't want to give them any extra confusions, because obviously that would do quite a bit of damage. Usually they don't bait. This time they did, or they have Fire Punch. Are the likely scenarios there. So you can see how much this Mud Bomb does. Smoochum is quite glassy. Gonna go for the Side Shock. Side Shock should be slightly more energy efficient. I believe Side Shock is 45 energy and 70 damage, base damage, while Ice Punch is 40 and 40 damage and 40 energy and 55 damage. So you get like, for like 5 more energy, you get like 15 more damage or something like that. I believe that's the way it goes. So actually gonna let this go. Obviously want to preserve a shield for the Mercargo. Could let this Mud Bomb go and then farm down, but electing to throw the Mud Bomb, which is fine. And then here comes Hypno. Gonna throw on this, likely the CMP tie, and gonna let this go. Ends up being a Thunder Punch, so gonna immediately swap. And okay, this is better. That's the Thunder Shock. Okay, interesting. Throwing the Overheat this early. I think throwing it later is better, just so you don't debuff your Incinerate damage. This Mud Bomb is going to do quite a bit of damage. Actually doesn't KO, very surprisingly. They actually end up throwing again. And then I see the plan here is basically to double up on the Mud Bombs. Does get extra Mud Shot through, which is actually really helpful here, right? And then probably going to throw it 3. And then throw the Mud Bomb. Otherwise, it would be a CMP. I'm not exactly sure who wins CMP. Probably Cash. It's probably very close. Maybe even Ivy, dependent on the CMP between these two. But the Mud Bomb is enough to take out the Hypno. Really, really nice play in that first game. All right, we are gonna have Cash into Froslass. Gonna immediately swap. This is an okay matchup, both of them throwing resisted Powder Snows. Obviously the Froslass does have Shadow Ball, which would deal super effective damage to the Smoochum, but they actually elect to bait with the Avalanche, which honestly would probably still do like 45% to the Froslass. And gonna get the Side Shock through, and they're gonna throw this resisted Ice Punch, since it would likely KO the Froslass. And see whether or not they're going to shield this. It's going to be close on the farm down, but electing to throw the Ice Punch. And actually going to switch out. It would have been really close. And the switch out there gave like the best chance to farm down for him. It's actually really good to see the opposing Mud Boy here, as opposed to against the Mercargo, which obviously would do really bad against it. So they are going to have to Blizzard, right? Or throw 2 Mud Bombs, because if they try to Mud Shot down, it'd be very, very close. They actually do elect to Blizzard, which makes total sense. It kind of sucks to waste that much energy, but otherwise you would have to throw 2 Mud Bombs, which would be more energy than 1 Blizzard. And we're gonna see how they're gonna play this out. Okay, and then here comes, they try to catch there, unfortunately not able to, and gonna be able to land these 2 Ice Punches, and I'm gonna be able to easily take out this Unova Stunfisk, and Machamp, certainly the MVP of that particular game, standing there with 100% of its HP left, and really nice game there. XL Smoochum, so spammy. Okay, so this is a good matchup for the cash. So very odd that they're staying in. Considering this is a really good matchup. Since they actually come into Greedent. Greedent, honestly, pretty annoying for this team. They do take neutral from the bullet seeds, right? Because Super Hurricane is rock and resisted by fire. Gonna be able to land this Stone Edge. Just gonna do a good amount of damage, but doesn't quite KO. They actually able to get another Incinerate through since they tried to undertap the crunch there. Okay, all right, Jesus. Okay, well, that is quite a risky move there. If they shield this is gonna be pretty bad here. They actually elect not to shield, and they come back into Machamp. Then they come back into Marowak, I should say. Let's see what they have in the back. Gonna throw another Mud Bomb. If they shield this, you kind of have to shield. You have to shield this, right? They're gonna make a turn move here. Gonna shield and can farm a little bit here since they just dumped all their energy. And gonna throw after 4 right before they make it to a Bone Club. And then here comes Ferrothorn. Very interesting. Very interesting. They elect to throw the Ice Punch. Okay, they Thunder here. That's kind of weird, to be honest. Are they like Thunder Flash Cannon? No Power Whip? Mud Bomb should KO. The Thunder will definitely. That's very weird. And they're gonna go for the Blizzard. Honestly, the Mud Bomb definitely would have KO'd there, but better safe than sorry. So nice play. All right, going Cash versus Dragalge. Okay, pretty interesting. Obviously a favorable matchup, but these Dragon Tails just do so much damage. Gonna throw at 7 there, and gonna throw again onto. Actually, end up switching. Did they catch that Mud Bomb onto Dugong? How? They come into Empoleon, looking to farm down. Oh man, just barely able to survive and get this overheat off, which is going to do a lot of damage to the Empoleon if they were led through. Obviously, want to come back to Cash. They do have a pretty good amount of energy. Okay. I'm very curious on how they caught the move. Okay. Shield this one for sure. And then gonna bank the. Okay. Let's see how they're gonna play this. Okay, the Aqua Tail. Okay, so I really like that play there. Taking the extra Dragon Tail. It's very risky, but you really can't let this Empoleon farm too much. And actually going to throw one mud shot before throwing, because this mud bomb probably won't KO the Empoleon. And man, really nice plays there. If they would not taking that Dragon Tail, like there's a chance that the Empoleon can get 2 waterfalls off there, and if they didn't like to go extra move, then they got the extra. If they didn't like to do the extra mud shot, then they would have got 3 more waterfalls and likely would have won that game. So, okay, so we've seen this matchup before. A little bit of weird animation there. This should just be an ice punch if they're throwing this early. It is an ice punch. Does neutral damage. Gonna immediately switch. Gonna be met by Drapion. Obviously Drapion is favored in this matchup, but these neutral powder snows are really adding up, and poison things don't really do that much damage, and no defense drop on the crunch. Not that it really matters, just because one crunch would take it out regardless of the defense drop. Likely gonna shield and farm down and control the switch, and we're gonna see how they're gonna play this. They actually come back into Hypno. A little bit of lag there. Gonna throw this ice punch. Try to switch there, but ended up being a CMP. This Thunder Punch will certainly KO the Smoochum. Actually going to go straight into Mercargo. And then gonna throw the Blizzard. Yeah, I'm not. Okay, interesting plays. This is difficult here, right? Because likely they'll just double up on the Weather Ball. And let's come down to CMP. I'm not exactly sure the Mercargo will survive. And it definitely does not survive the double super effective Weather Ball there. And unfortunately it gets taken out there. So maybe you could have just thrown the overheat and then switched. It still would have been a really tough matchup, but would have had more energy there. Okay, so it's obviously a very tough lead. Has no real answers to the Machamp. Gonna shield and likely will bait, considering that they did shield first, and they get an extra counter in, which is really bad. They got another counter in, so they are already one past the cross chop. Let's see what they want to do here. So they throw. Honestly, this is not going to KO, and I would personally switch to Smoochum. Let it go. So they should just be 3 away, right? Yeah. I think that was a mistake there, because if they would have switched, likely they would have been able to powder snow down before they go and they come into Drapion. They should just be 3 away from a crunch. This is gonna be tough. If they have Aqua Tail, this is oh, actually no, not 3 away. Then this would be really challenging here. Okay, they come in, they don't get the defense drop. Let's see if they have Aqua Tail or Crunch. This is Crunch. Even with the defense drop, they should still make it. Oh god, that's uncomfortably close there. And we're gonna see what's gonna come in and whether or not Smoochum is gonna be able to take out whatever's in the back line. Ends up being a Knocked Owl. They do have a little bit of energy. And gonna be able to Ice Punch. Unlikely that they know how much energy the Smoochum will have. And they're pretty close to the move. So I definitely would just throw. And able to take it out. The Machamp is still alive, but it will likely faint to 1 Powder Snow. And Smoochum just barely survives that 1 neutral counter from the Shadow Machamp. So really, really nice play. All right, we're going to have Cash into Rhyperior. This is really good, especially since it's Smackdown. Going to throw at 7. And this Mud Bomb's going to deal Single super effective damage, actually able to get extra mud shot through. There's likely a surf or a superpower. Both of them are actually pretty okay. Gonna be able to farm down before they make it to another move for sure. And okay, here comes the cash. Gonna throw the mud bomb, and then did get the shield there. So gonna be able to throw a blizzard. Let's see if they set shield or not. They do. Gonna immediately switch into Smoochum. Gonna be met by, oh man, by Ninetales. Okay. This is not particularly great. That Side Shock did do quite a bit of damage though. So let's see if they elect to throw beforehand. They do. Could go either way, to be honest. Can think about this and just go straight into Macargo. And does get an extra Incinerate through, which is really nice. And let's see what they want to do here. They actually throw the Weather Ball. Interesting. All these moves are double resisted, so Overheat. Normally a very strong move. Doesn't do very much there. Gonna throw the Overheat and then probably switch. This will do a good amount of damage. Yeah, does a very healthy chunk there. I think this is like both of them are kind of okay. Extra mud shot damage is always really nice. Good shield or no shield, I don't think it really matters here, but they're definitely in one overheat range, and gonna be able to land the overheat and take out this cash. Really nice play. Very nice job. The backline was going to be really tough, but they were able to handle it pretty effectively there, so nice job. All right. All right, we're going to have this next battle. We're going to have Cash into Dragalge. Okay, so we've seen this matchup before. This is favorable for Cash. Able to get the extra mud shot in. They elect to throw the Aqua Tail right away. And I'm gonna throw the Mud Bomb. Very nice switch by the opponent. The tricky part here is likely they have Empoleon in the back, right? A hard answer to Charm. They do get quite a bit of energy. It's gonna be a close game here. The Dragalge, they definitely caught the move there, which was really nice. Okay, personally, I would no shield this, but I could see why you would want to shield it, just because the waterfalls would do a significant amount of damage to Macargo. Does get an extra Incinerate through, which is really, really nice there. I'm gonna throw another one there. Didn't want to give a free Dragon Tail, which actually may end up being pretty critical there. Oh man, that extra Incinerate honestly was everything in the matchup, and throwing that extra one there to make sure they didn't get one back was really like a super precise gameplay there. Really understanding the mechanics of the game and trying to create some consistency. This is actually, Lapras is pretty bad for the team, but they like by basically 2 turns there, so that's why they're throwing right away. But they did get some weird catch up there, but worked out to be about the same because they had 4 mud shots and they did 3 ice shards. And the desync CMP. And okay, they should be relatively dry now. If they shield this, you kind of have to go. Letting the Lapras farm down would be really bad. They do resist the ice shards and actually able to get an extra incinerate through, which is really nice. And okay, they come into a Alolan Muck. Gonna throw the Stone Edge. Let's see if they shield this or not. They don't. Okay, but can farm down after this, so this is really nice here. Gonna shield this. Unlikely it's gonna be an acid spray, but even if it is, this is still the correct shield regardless, unless they didn't build the Dark Pulse, obviously. Lapras is quite low. Okay, but gonna have to throw at the Lapras. They don't have to throw it, they could have farmed down, but it would have been quite a bit of health to farm down. And gonna go straight for the overheat. Let's see if they shield or not. A little bit of risky play here. They actually end up no shielding, and then they end up being way too low. Pretty much anything could feint a Wigglytuff at that health. Maybe not like a Zweilous, for example, would be really bad there. Okay, so it's actually a really tough matchup. So trying to get the extra one through, able to get the extra Mud Shot through. Let's see whether or not they're going to be able to deny the counter. I can't really tell there. There's some like weird animation. Okay, they definitely got one through after the fact. And it should be okay. They actually CMP tied there, so that's fine though. This doesn't KO as we seen last time. I really like this switch out, because otherwise they would have got to cross shop and burn the last shield. And then here comes Drapion. Okay, this is definitely an Aqua Tail though. Probably could live it. Yeah, I don't know. It's such a tough call there. Like Smoochum really can't take virtually any charge move. And gonna try to CMP tie with this Drapion. But let's see what they want to do here. So they actually go up for the crunch. Let's see if they do throw the crunch, or they're going to throw the Aqua Tail. Aqua Tail would certainly probably KO with that health range. This is really tough here, because it's like in the middle of the... Okay, so what they had to do there was throw one Incinerate, wait for the fourth Poison Sting to come through, then switch. Okay, they're going to... Oh, that's... very unfortunate, because the Stone Edge definitely does not KO. Noctowl is super tanky. Even though this is like a stab Stone Edge, definitely does not KO the Noctowl from that kind of health range. And likely they'll Shadow Ball here and take out the Mercargo, and that's going to be a GG. But I still like how they played it overall in the Machamp matchup. So a really fantastic set, and really fun. Smoochum actually overperformed based off of what I thought it was going to do, and I think it's a really fun spice pick. Anyways, thank you very much for studying these battles. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the next video.